So right now, what we've got is Crown and Jewels, FlipSid Tactics. Now, recently, these teams did play. It was Siki, it was Pashi, and Kronovi. Kronovi being the best player from NA, arguably. They did fall to FlipSid in the Gfinity Finals 4-2. So they did play recently, but not with their full squad. So FlipSid has played very well against players from Crown and Jewels recently, but FlipSid is coming in only 6-4. So they have a little bit of a chip on their shoulder. FlipSid actually dropped 2 games to Spectral, whereas Crown and Jewels dropped none. They crushed Spectral. So we'll see how that plays out. But FlipSid wanting to get that #1 spot back.
Absolutely. It's been a long time coming with Crown and Jewels, dominating the first 2 weeks. And last week in the power rankings, it was finally the time for FlipSid to be dethroned. But they're gonna look to get their throne back, obviously. So I cannot even overstate how excited I am for this match. What do we think in terms of predictions? We've heard from Gibbs that if FlipSid takes their time to practice for this one, then he thinks they're gonna win. I personally think the Crown and Jewels is just too strong right now. However, I do think that it's going to be a close-as-hell game. So, in my mind, it's going to be a 3-2 victory for Crown and Jewels, ideally with an overtime in Game 5. But I think FlipSide's certainly going to show up for this one because, again, this is a big game for them. This might be the game that either solidifies their position as a number 2 team, which after you've been on top for so long is definitely not something you want, or this might be the match that gets them back the crown. And Jewels.
Yes. Yes, some Jewels. The Jewels being the #1 spot in EU. Well, we definitely want to keep our eye on Crown and Jewels offense. They are leading overall in goals per game, whereas FlipSid is third. So Crown and Jewels averaging about 4 goals a game, whereas FlipSide's about 3.5. Also, Crown and Jewels leading in assists, just ahead of FlipSid. And also, as far as defense, Crown and Jewels is leading EU with only 1.6 goals allowed a game, whereas FlipSid is third with 2.8. So Crown and Jewels is statistically so far in the Pro League has just been killing it and doing very well. And it also, you wonder about the players. Keep your eye on Pashi. Pashi, a very key player, but also on FlipSid, Cooksier. Cooksier has not been himself so far. He has been struggling just a little bit, not scoring very many goals. Although recently he did score as soon as Markey subbed in last week. He really kicked it up and was able to score, I think, 3 goals in 3 games. But Cooksier is going to be critical. If he can come in and have a big game, look for FlipSid to take it, and they are going to be my favorite 3-2. But before we get going in this game, we have a big announcement. We have been seeing donations come in, and we are proud to announce that we are increasing the prize pool from $1,500 to $2,000. Wow. So So we were able to do this because the community contributed. We've seen donations coming in, and we decided we got to get this prize pool updated, and boom, we did 500 Benjamins, or well, whatever's on the $1, but we are increasing the prize pool by $500 to $2,000. And this was not possible without the community who is watching it. All you guys out there watching it who have donated, subscribed, even just watched, checked out our YouTube channel. Everybody out there who's been a part of this, it's because of you. We are a community organization, community run, all by volunteers, essentially. So it's really awesome to see support from the community coming out, allowing us to increase the prize pool for these players. So we're really pumped to do that. And Pash, I am super pumped as well.
Yeah, so am I. Of course, 2,000 is not the limit.
It's not.
Yeah. Every donation helps, and if we can get this prize pool even higher, then it's going to be all the more hype for the teams and the players and the casters, of course, as well.
But this is week 3. It's week 3, and we've increased the prize pool by $500 based on the community support. So we're super pumped for that, and hopefully in these next weeks we can really increase that prize pool and just blow the minds of pro teams. But here we go. We're going to be jumping in here. We've got Crown and Jewels FlipSid Tactics. This is for #1 in EU, if not #1 in the world. So Pashy leading his side, the lead scorer in the league, going up against FlipSid, who is playing with a chip on their shoulders, trying to get back the #1 spot. And there we have it, the kickoff. It has begun.
The kickoff, it has begun. FlipSid Tactics on blue, Crown and Jewels on orange. I'm sure I don't have to go through the rosters. Yeah, they are quite known. Here we go. Shot from Marky Duda on target, save coming in from Sicky right off the bat. Mike Ruth with another follow-up, but Yeezy with the save this time. And big aggression coming in early on from FlipSid Tactics here onto the goal from Crown and Jewels. We see Mike taking down Pashy, and that was so crucial. He scores.
You're insane! Look at this play here. Pashy misses it, and Mike Rules just blows him up, and then touches it right by and finishes it off in extreme fashion. Mike Rules putting on a clinic there, and my goodness, the destruction he left in his wake was impressive. And we've got an early lead here by FlipSid Tactics.
Yep, what a nice play there with the destruction, taking Pashy out of the defensive formation there, and then Mike Rules was just able to knock it in. We see another offense coming in here from Cookser trying to put it up. Fortunately, got a little too many taps there. Marky Duda in front of the Crown and Jewels goal. They're going to try to set it up here for Cookser. Sicky throwing himself into the ball there, trying to get the defense going. And now they're going to have to get the ball away from their own half of the field. Cookser going for the wall hit there. Looks like Marky Duda will keep the ball in there. So Pashy and his team, Crown and Jewels, they are getting kept in their own half of the field. Mike Rules with an aerial shot there. Yeezy finally breaking through. But Marky Duda just knocking the ball back onto the orange side of the field. So FlipSid Tactics is dictating the pace right now. And they see another shot on target. Pashy with the save. FlipSid seems unstoppable right now. Another shot. Sicky with another save. How many saves do we have on the side of Crown and Jewels right now?
Too many. Right now, there's 4 saves for Crown and Jewels as opposed to none so far from FlipSid. And this is really FlipSid's game. The way they play is push you into your zone and keep you there. And they are doing that very effectively, although they only have 1 goal to show for it so far, but still looking solid out of the gate.
Yeah, certainly Pashy going to look for an offensive move here. Easy in the corner, has to give the ball up because they do not have the position, and quick counterplay coming in from FlipSid, immediately getting the ball towards the Crown and Jewels side of the field. So FlipSid still in the driver's seat here. We've seen some movements coming in from Crown and Jewels, but they really didn't lead anywhere. Cookser going to try to set the ball up here for Marky Duda. He's going to try to go for the shot. Pashy nicely knocking the ball up in front of the goal. That doesn't get too dangerous, but FlipSid is going to keep it going. We see an aerial attempt coming in from Cookser. Loses out the 50-50 against Sicky, but they're still in a favorable position, and Mike Rules with a shot on target, Pashy with the save. They are just keeping it coming in this game 1.
Yeah, Cookser did a solid job there, keeping the ball in the zone. Although he didn't get a shot on net, he did keep... As I say it, Pashy equalizes the game with a brilliant shot.
Yeah, out of nowhere, it seems Marky Duda getting the clear right there into the corner, and Pashy sees the opportunity. Both Marky Duda and Mike Rules slightly missed positioning themselves in the defense there, getting past the ball, allowing Pashy to sneak it by. Equalizer, half point.
Yeah, somehow it didn't even credit Pashy with a shot on that one, so 1 goal on no shots here. So, and another critical opportunity. But still, FlipSid having a lot more offensive presence, but still an even scoreline. So we'll see how this plays out. FlipSid, though, still looking very solid, though we do have a 1-1 tie so far.
And I want to keep the ball on the side of the goal. Here comes Mike Rules with the setup. Knocking the ball in.
Mike with another goal. Cookser keeping the ball in the corner. Somehow managed to get this ball into the mid where Mike Rules comes up and finishes that one off. Just expert pressure from FlipSid. Beautiful play into the mid from Cookser. And Mike comes through yet again and pounds that one into the net.
Pounding indeed. 2-1 is the lead now for FlipSid Tactics in the close game so far. But certainly I say the momentum is on the side of FlipSid, or on the flip side, so to speak. Crown and Jewels now looking to start an offense here as well. Pashy knocking the ball wide in front. All 3 members of Crown and Jewels in the center. Mike Rules. Not quite with a touch. Luckily the crossbar was there to stop that shot. Very, very close indeed. But now it's FlipSid again on the offense. Look at how fast they built their offensive movement here. Yeezy knocking the ball past the goal so nobody can go for the setup. Cookser is going to try to set the ball up for Mike. So close right there. We're going to see a follow-up shot by Cookser, and they're not going to be able to block this one.
Cookser with the play here. Puts the ball right out in the mid for Mike, who almost gets the goal there. Cookser decided, hey, I'm not done yet. I can make passes, but check out this shot. Puts it in the upper 90 and puts FlipSid up 3-1 as they're looking stellar so far versus Crown and Jewels.
They certainly are. Showing up big today. Looks like they did practice for this one, and why wouldn't they? Pesci looking for the dribble here, actually getting it past Marky Duda. Mike, not quite getting that block. I think he backflipped there.
Yeah, you can see Cooks trying to get it cleared. Didn't get as much of a clear as he wanted. Pesci actually caught that on the hood of his car. That's very difficult to do. Was able to bring it back on net. Just a little bit of an awkward situation for FlipSid's defense, and a great play by Pesci getting that ball back on net quickly. So really good play, and just one goal down. Crown and Jewels trying to stay undefeated here, but there's still got one left to go to tie up.
Crossbar! What a passing game right there. Pesci is going to try to keep the ball in the danger zone. Siki is going to try to lob it over three members of FlipSid who are all in the goal. It's such a mess of a situation. But in the end, FlipSid are able to get the ball out of their goal, out of their box.
Absolutely.
Now Pesci. Now getting a touch as well. Yeezy's going to try to get one. Drives past the ball. Siki keeping it on the blue side, but they don't really have control there. Oh, Siki winning out big right there. Pesci going to try to get that aerial with Cooks here. It's faster. They're trying to keep control here. 35 seconds left for Crown and Jewels to even this game back up. Will they be able to do it? They certainly had the opportunities in the past minute.
Yeah, Pesci definitely the star so far. Gets a shot on net. Mike turns that aside. But Pesci leading the goals in the league, showing us why with 2 goals here. Actually has a 10-game streak of scoring, so he keeps it alive here, and he's trying to bring it back for Crown and Jewels. Just 10 seconds left in the game.
This might be crucial. Ball goes wide up into the air. Pesci setting in for the aerial. He doesn't get that touch. Will Siki get it? No, he also drives past it, and that means that this first game of the series will go to FlipSid Tactics. But man, what a match that was.
7 shots from Mike Rules. Mike just opened up the game with an incredible play, just blowing up Crown and Jewels and dribbling the ball in himself. So phenomenal play. And now Crown and Jewels is no longer undefeated. That was their first loss of the season. So FlipSid coming out strong and showing that, hey, you guys might have #1 rank, but we're going to be taking that back. Thank you for keeping it warm for us.
Yeah, absolutely. Man, this game, this match is not disappointing so far. This is exactly what I've been expecting all week. Just both these teams going at it, just giving it their all. Especially early on, FlipSid Tactics, they had Crown and Jewels on complete lockdown. Crown and Jewels did not get out of their own half of the field. Now as we jump into Game 2 on Wasteland, things are going to change up. Things are going to be turbulent, I feel.
So last time we saw FlipSid play Wasteland, well, they did have a sub for a little bit of it, but they did drop 2 games in Week 1 to Spectral, and one of them was on Wasteland. So Wasteland, not necessarily one of FlipSid's strongest maps, so we'll see how that plays out here.
We see Easy taking down Marky Duda straight off the bat, trying to get some defensive power away from FlipSid as they tried to make their attack here. Mike getting kind of a revenge kill on Pesci. Pretty aggressive game, certainly, between these two teams. They are not holding back at all. Shot on target. Mike Rules with a save. Crown and Jewels, early aggression certainly showing here. Siki and Pesci on the same side. Siki actually getting the touch on the ball, but Mike Rules will have no problem playing that one away and off in front of the danger zone of Crown and Jewels that go out to Pesci. Can't throw the ball. He's going to dribble it past the wall. It's actually going to take control here. He's going to try to get it in front of the goal, but Cookser threw himself into there. Mike Rules now getting the ball past everyone. Will we see Pesci get back in time? Yes, we will. Gets the touch, gets the clear. Marky Duda in the center of the field.
That could have been bad. You could see there that Marky hit that ball just before it bounced, so he didn't get a lot on it. And now, yes, Crown and Jewels. Oh, this is wide open opportunity if FlipSid could get there first, but Pesci able to dribble. And you could see, keep your eye on Pesci as he's going to employ
touch on the ball. It goes in.
As we keep our eye on him, he does not disappoint. He is so good. Continues his streak alive. We've got a 12-game scoring streak, and Pesci puts that one in. A clutch goal and critical. But what I was going to say was Pesci is one of the best 1v1 players in the world. Keep your eye on him to employ a lot of those 1v1 style plays. And what does that mean? That means he'll never go for a ball that he can't win. He's very able to tell quickly what's a lost cause and what's not. Also, clutch dribbles like we saw there that led to that goal. So Pesci, so good. Scoring leader for the league, keeps his streak alive, and puts his team up 1-0.
They're putting the ball up into the air. Nobody there to follow up on it. Nobody rolling in position to go for the aerial. Mike rolls with a shot on target, bounces off the crossbar onto the ground. Markey with another follow-up shot. Here comes Mike, gonna knock it in.
Mike is just keeping the dream alive for FlipSid. He scored yet again with a great pass from Markey out into the mid. Yeezy tried to go for the save, did not expect the bounce off the wall, and Mike there to put that one in. So great play by FlipSid as they tie it up with 3:15 left to go.
Yep, absolutely well done indeed. Evens the game back up. 3 minutes and 10 seconds still left to play. Kripser is taken down there by Yeezy. Mike Rule's going to try to get the aerial touch. Siki getting the defense there. And Pesci knocking it back onto the blue side of the field. Kripser trying to take control. Pesci with the offense. Siki and Yeezy were also in position trying to get plays from that, but here we see a redirect from Markey Duda.
Markey Duda trying to get a piece of the pie for himself here with a goal of his own. He knocks Yeezy out of the way. Yeezy wasn't able to recover and get back in front of him, and Markey goes in with a wide open net and does not disappoint, puts a laser beam right into the middle of the net, and now FlipSid takes the lead here on Wasteland.
Yep. He's certainly showing up for the game today. There's been lots of predictions saying that FlipSid's going to be struggling in this match, that Crown and Jewels are going to put them into the chokehold, but right now it seems like they are the ones putting Crown and Jewel into the hold here. We'll see if they can even the game back up. We are just now at halftime. Cookser trying to set the ball up for someone there in the corner. Markey
pass out to the mid. Markey just out of position.
Just out of position indeed. Pesci getting the ball out of the corner here. You see Sticky going for it. Mike Rose is back in goal, getting the save. Now going for the offensive play. Trying to get the ball set up here for Markey. A little bit too far there. Markey was under the ball. Pesci 90 now in control of the ball. Another pass coming in. Both teams struggling for definitive control here of the ball. Mike Rose knocking the ball back onto the orange side of the field.
Yes, here we'll see Mike try to win this ball, keep it in the zone. Cookser going to come up and try to help, but Yeezy gets by him, and we'll see if Yeezy's able to continue that. But Markey, no, puts a roller. Is that going in?
No! Bounces off the frame. Markey going to try to convert it, but in the end, Sticky was there in time for the save. FlipSid still in the lead here. Dangerous situation in front of their goal. Yeezy's going to try to go for the aerial hit. No, saved by Cookser. We're going to see another shot by Sticky, and it does not go in. Big opportunity for Crown and Jewels, and here's the counterplay from FlipSid!
Oh, the brick wall, incredible defense, and then you follow it up for a pass right into the mid from Markey, the dribble fling to Cookser, who puts it in right into the net. That was a beautiful play, and FlipSid now 3-1 leading the way, looking stellar so far in this Crown and Jewels versus FlipSid matchup.
Yep, absolutely. FlipSid showing that they deserve that spot that was taken away from them, and we're going to see another goal straight in just a few seconds after kickoff.
And the goals falling from the sky like candy here for FlipSid. Cookser bounces it right off the wall. You could tell Yeezy was not ready. Neither was Sicky. These wasteland walls can be tricky sometimes, and Cookser puts that one in on a bounce pass off the wall. So FlipSid up now 4-1. Crown and Jewels looking to be struggling here as FlipSid is looking so good, not having any issues at all.
They are all Mike Rules with the aerial dribble. Nice save from Pesci coming in. But flashy plays coming out here from FlipSid Tactics, who are looking to be on track to take game 2 here as well, going into the lead 2-0 in the series. That is certainly... I mean, there are so many people who gave this series straight to Crown and Jewels, who said, yeah, there's no contention. It may be close, but Crown and Jewels is going to win this one. But right now, FlipSid's just looking so strong. Mike Rules getting the touch right there. Going to try to go after it. Another shot on goal from Siki, saved by Cookser, no problem. And Pesci looking to get a goal in. Siki with another touch attempt. Doesn't quite get it yet again. Crown and Jewels struggling to find defensive footing here.
Oh my God!
Mike Rules with a shot. Easy saves it.
Yeah, that was a great setup. We're seeing passing plays from FlipSid that are so good. And another shot there. Looks like it's going to be going in, but my goodness, FlipSid is putting goals aside just by the tip of their fingers, basically, as they continue to keep goal after goal out yet again. So phenomenal defense by FlipSid.
They just keep coming. The defense from FlipSid, it seems completely uncircumventable. No matter what Crown and Jewels throws at that FlipSid goal, they have a response for it again and again and again. Wow, what a match!
Yes, unbelievable there. FlipSid looking so good. You can see, again, a lot of shots on both sides, but a lot of saves from FlipSid. Their counterattacking has been so on point, especially that one where Marky put aside that almost sure goal. Just a fantastic round of defense by FlipSid, and then the counterattack that they put on with Marky Duda dribbling it and then side passing it right into the mid for Cookser, who was waiting for it. They are having fun. You can tell that they're playing laid back, doing creative stuff, because, man, these plays are certainly high level. It's the FlipSid we know and love.
Yep, absolutely. They take a pretty decisive lead here. 2-0 in the series so far. Can they get the series win in the next game? Lock it in already with a 3-0 win, which would be certainly a statement from FlipSid Tactics. You're going to take away your number one spot. We are going to kill you and take it back over your dead body. At least that's what it looks like right now.
That's pretty ruthless.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal, but man, oh man.
Yeah, it's true. It's to a degree, but certainly Mike did blow up somebody in the mid and score, and that was pretty devastating. But FlipSid is just looking so good. Crown and Jewels coming into this series undefeated. FlipSid 6-4, which is not that great of a record. They did play a couple games with a sub, but really in this is the moment, and they are responding.
They are indeed. Ball's on the blue side of the field right now, but not really enough offensive steam from Crown and Jewels. Patchy driving past the ball, easy. Gonna have to save that one. Mike's gonna try to get another touch on the aerial, and Patchy now taking down Marky Duda as the ball goes onto the side of FlipSid Tactics here. You see Michael trying to take control of the ball. Here comes another shot coming in from Cookser. Easy with the bicycle hit, getting it out of the danger zone. Again, FlipSid, so aggressive.
Yeah, Mike with an opportunity here to pass it to the mid. Oh, feels backflip man for Cookser. That might still
work out. Up in the
air,
though, Marky Duda is going to try to go for it. Siki is going to get the touch first, knock it off the backboard in an angle that is tough to follow up on for FlipSid Tactics. Michael is going to try to get the wall hit off in front of the goal. Easy. Passing it over to Siki, who takes control of the ball. Loses out the 50-50 against Cookser. Almost got the ball past the defensive line. Now Patchy and Easy in the goal. Patchy knocking it up into the air. Pretty hard for anyone from FlipSid to get there, but they're keeping the ball hot.
Yeah, Cookser needs to get a big clear here. Oh, good play by Crown and Jewels getting this ball into the offensive zone. Marky shutting that one down, though. You can see Cookser had an opportunity there to keep them on offense, but still failed to do so. And so Crown and Jewels on the attack now. Both these teams fighting for possession.
Fighting for possession, and even FlipSid again winning out here when it comes to offensive plays. We have seen so many situations in front of the orange box, and they just keep the ball there no matter what. And Crown and Jewels certainly going to have to bring up their defensive A-game. We see a dribble attempt coming in from Siki. Gets intercepted right there. Marky Duda driving up the wall, getting the wall hit. That's right onto Cookser. Oh, just off target. Micros with a follow-up shot, but Siki is going to be able to save that. Such a big opportunity for FlipSid.
Oh, yeah, doesn't look like Siki might have any boost. Oh, and what a dribble play by Siki! That was sick! Oh my goodness, look at this. You can see Mike flying through the sky. Siki catches it on its head, touches it past Mike Rules, and then flips it right into the net. Cookser was out getting boost. Siki with the sick play, putting up Crown and Jewels 1-0 versus FlipSid in this third game.
Wicked Siki is all I can say there. Nice dribble from Siki, taking Crown and Jewels into the lead here, but they're going to have to fight hard to keep that lead steady, because FlipSid, I don't think this will cause them to let go on their aggression by any stretch of the imagination. So here we see again Marky Duda, 50-50 against Siki in the air. He wins out. Siki now in the offense, looking to set the ball up. Patchy's going to go for the aerial. Will he get it? He actually tries to get it past Cookser. Follow-up shot from Yeezy, and in it goes! Crown and Jewels extending their lead.
Yeah, so big win there by Siki, keeping the ball in the zone, but Patchy continuing to keep pressure on the net, and when you continue to put pressure on the net, opportunities come up. That ball kicks out right to Yeezy. Yeezy puts that one in. So Crown and Jewels responding here. They're not out of it yet, so looking good right now. 2 goals up against FlipSid, and trying to increase that lead right now.
Yep. Certainly doing a good job at it. We are at halftime in this game. Wide shot from FlipSid. Marky Duda is looking to pick up on that, but Siki is there faster. We have the touch Ashing 90 looking to set up an offensive play here. Right onto Micros, though, who knocked the ball back onto the orange side. It's going to try to look for the follow-up here as well, but Siki gets the save. The flip side there, this is like textbook flip side play. Fast situations, knock it in from behind, and then try to convert it as quick as possible before your opponent can react.
Yep, they have 6 shots compared to 4 from Crown and Jewels, but 6 shots, still no goals. So flip side, getting opportunities, they just need to finish.
Indeed, Easy knocking Micros out of the play. Bit of a bump of play coming on here. Victor versus Siki in the aerial. Apache is going to keep it in the corner. Siki driving past the ball. Unfortunately, Marky Duda bounces over him. Micros now back in control. And Crown and Jewels back on the defensive with Easy. A pretty crucial touch right there, knocking the ball in front of the blue goal. The flip side is able to gain control back of the ball relatively quickly.
And Cooks here trying to break out. Mike with a good pass out to Marky. Marky, though, trying to get in a position, not able to do so. So Crown and Jewels on opportunity here for offense.
Yep, Marky Duda driving past the ball here. We see a shot from Yeezy. Cooks are able to snatch that one off the wall. Siki trying to set it up for someone in the middle, but nobody really in position. Micros got the touch before anyone could contest it. 1 minute remaining right now. Crown and Jewels in the lead. Nice shot coming in from Micros onto goal. Apache with an aerial save. Not that hard of a ball to save. There he is. Past any defensive lines, but Micros going to have no problem to come in from behind, snatch the ball away from his nose. That was a nice dribble attempt. Unfortunately, Micros was just in position to take it. Yeezy now taking down Marky Duda. That leaves 2 members of flip side on the defense for a couple of seconds. Shot on the target. Oh, Yeezy! No, actually, that bounced off the crossbar, but Yeezy was on target. Would have gotten it if it had become too dangerous. 30 seconds left. 2 goals for flip side still to make. I think this is the first game to go to Crown and Jewels in this series. Yeezy taking down Micros. Cooks are going to try to dribble there. Fortunately, gets stopped by Cookster there. Yeezy knocking it up. Before it gets too dangerous. Final 10 seconds of the game. Flipside's not going to be able to score 2 goals in that time. So Crown and Jewels taking the first win in the series.
Yep, so that's going to be all she wrote here, at least in this game 3. So Crown and Jewels is creeping their way back. Still has the opportunity to win it if they win out from here. But Pashy's goal-scoring streak ends as he's not able to put one in. But still, Crown and Jewels able to take this one, shutting out Flipside, which doesn't happen very often. So 8 shots coming in from Flipside, and also 8 shots. Or wait, no, 7. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 7. There we go. So 7 shots. So a lot of opportunities, or at least shots from Flipside, but great defense there. As you can see, saves across the board for Crown and Jewels. So we'll get the next map going. Next map is going to be Beckwith Night, but Flipside, they looked great coming out of the gate, but Crown and Jewels does respond.
Yep, absolutely. They were able, again, in the early stages of this game, it was kind of a mirror of the first 2 games that we watched, with Flipside putting off the pressure, relentless pressure onto Crown and Jewels. But towards the end of the game, they were able to break through, get 2 goals in for their own, and most importantly, keep their own net clear. 7 saves coming in here for Crown and Jewels. That means 7 quality shots. That's like 7 out of 8 for FlipSid Tactics. So they are certainly making their shots count whenever they can. Can Crown and Jewels keep this up? Can they win this game as well? This was never going to be a 5-0. We're going to see if it's going to be a 4-1 or a 3-2. Who's going to win this one? I still can't give it to anyone.
Yeah, no, it's looking really... Flipside was looking very good out of the gate and still had a lot of shots. They just weren't able to convert. So we'll see how it plays out. But Flipside looking strong. Crown and Jewels, though, also has the skill. They just shut out Flipside. So we'll see it in an early goal opportunity for Marky Duda.
Dangerous there. Couldn't quite capitalize. Nobody got the touch, though. It would have been uncontested. They're trying to keep the ball in the corner here. Micro sitting up into the center, but with nobody from Flipside there and 3 members of Crown and Jewels inside the net, that was an easy clear for them. And now Cookster's going to try to dribble the ball past Siki here, who stands firm like a wall. Cookster with the aerial attempt, and in it goes after bouncing off the crossbar, taking Flipside into the lead.
Yeah, so Siki trying to get the block there. Mike with a solid pass right up to Cooksier, who put that in. Pashy was on track to block that, so Cooksier with a clutch redirect, and great team play yet again from Flipside Tactics as they go up 1-0 early on.
Yep. Might set the pace for this game here. Marky Doodle with a shot on target!
Marky.
Right off the bat, 10 seconds after the first goal.
So Marky's been relatively quiet so far, but a beautiful pass from Cooks here, and Marky slams that one in. A hard shot at 59 miles per hour. Marky doing work with that great pass from Cooks here, who popped that one up with the front of his Dominus. So great play by FlipSid.
Great play indeed. Extending their lead, and this might be the follow-up coming in from Crown and Jewels, though Pesci not quite getting the angle, a little bit too sharp on that shot. Marky Duda playing the ball away from his own hot zone back home. Siki is going to get the aerial touch, but straight into Cookser, no problem saving that one away. Crown and Jewels certainly looking to be aggressive here. Mike Rules trying to take control of the ball, but they're certainly trying to get the ball out of their own half of the field. Finally, they break through. Marky Duda in the corner, knocking the ball back, passing it to Cookser, who tries to get it past Yeezy and Pesci. In the end, Yeezy gets the touch, gets the clear. Back onto the blue side we go. Still, though, not too many opportunities for Crown and Jewels yet, and this might be a big one for FlipSid. Mike Rules knocking it off the backboard. Pesci already waiting there, but knocking it straight to the Marky Duda, who converts it. No problem.
Marky Duda has showed up this game with 2 goals early on. Great pass from Mike. Pesci tries to get the clear, just ends up hitting it right out to Marky. Marky expecting that the whole time. He watched that play develop, and he puts that one in. And now FlipSid up 3-0, looking great with a lot of time left.
Absolutely. This might be their series win. They might just take it in Game 4 here. Casper's curse, I guess. I did predict Crown and Jewels to win, but
now Crown and Jewels will score many
Crown
goals.
and Jewels, oh, geez. Very close there. Nobody in position. Siki going to try to get it back in front of the goal, centered, but nobody there to pick up on it. They already retreated after that clear from Cookser. Again, a clear from Cookser. This time knocking it wide onto the orange side of the field. Easy going to get the aerial touch. Knock it over to Siki, who was standing by for the wall hit. Patch is going to have to go for the save there, and Mike Rules knocking the ball into the corner. So close. That almost would have been the 4-0.
Yeah, and I just enabled metric because I am casting you. That would make sense. So we'll get kilometers from now on. And Marky, oh my goodness, yet again. Throw your hat into the arena. It is a hat trick for Marky Duda. A win there by Mike and Mark. And Marky just taps that one right off his nose and slams that one into the net for a 95-kilometer-an-hour shot. So Marky Duda with the hat trick. FlipSid up 4-0, looking phenomenal here in Game 3, or 4 actually.
Yeah, Game 4 it is already.
Game 4.
Man, this series has gone past so fast. Waiting all week for this, and then it's over in the blink of an eye. Let's savor the moment while we still can. 4-0 right now for FlipSid Tactics. We are at halftime. Tricks are trying to set the ball up for Marky. Nice intervention coming in from Yeezy, getting the block, and now Pesci is going to have to look for the opportunity here. Ball goes wide up in the air, giving time to FlipSid to return back to defensive positions, and Mike Rules going to drive up the wall, get the wall hit, and knock the ball back onto the center of the field. So Cookser 97 again going to try to go for the wall hit. Marky with the shot! 5-0!
FlipSid is not letting up. Look at this team play here. Cooksier puts it off the wall. Mike off the wall to Cooksier yet again, who, oh, well, I guess it just went right over to Marky. But still great team play, great passing by FlipSid. The trademark playing off each other to put awesome goals into the net. FlipSid, that's why we love them. And they are not disappointing here as they are up 5-0 against the favorite Crown and Jewels, who averages only letting in 1.9 goals. And we're see another one
with the setup.
Wow. Yes, FlipSid killing it so far.
Yeah, absolutely. Crown and Jewels getting clobbered here. Whenever they try to make a move on the opponent's goal, it gets saved away straight off the bat. Cookser 97 now in the corner here, trying to keep the pressure up. Mike Rules wins out. Ziki putting it into the center. Mike Rules going to go after that ball as well. Here comes Cooks here again, taking control. Yeezy going to try to dribble this one in, and that's the first goal for Crown and Jewels.
Yeah, so Yeezy does get this one in. It looks to be a little too late. A missed clear there by Cooksier. Yeezy, using that power side, flips it around, and it looked like he might have gotten his bum pinched there and hit into that ball. But anyway, Yeezy does put that one in, finally getting on the board, and the Brazil is now set up. So we'll see if that happens, which would be quite insane to see at this level in the #1 place game. Whoever wins this certainly going to #1 in the region. But yeah.
Another opportunity coming in here as Cookser set the ball up. Mike going to try another shot on target. The angle, Cookser couldn't calculate that one fast enough, so he wasn't in place. Apache is going to get the rebound here. Yeezy going to go for the aerial. Is going to get the hit. No, he is not. Marky gets the touch. Knock the ball off trajectory. We're on our final minute here. Will FlipSid be able to get
Ooh,
any more goals? And it looks like it. Micros with the setup going in and into the corner it goes. 6-1.
This is so incredible. So even before the camera kicked in, we saw the passes coming in from FlipSid. They are so good about just putting the ball into an area that their teammate can work with and just let the play develop from there. And again, both FlipSid, everybody on FlipSid working together to get that amazing goal. FlipSid's so good at that. Why we love them. 1 goal away from the Brazil. Everybody's rooting for it. We'll see if they can make it happen.
I certainly would have not expected a Brazil, or even a close Brazil, in tonight's match. This is just FlipSid showing up big. They are certainly going to win this series. I don't think Crown and Jewels will be able to score 5 goals in just 38 seconds. But who knows? Maybe they can pull off a miracle and they ruin the Brazil as Pashi gets the shot on clear goal.
Now the dream is dead. Pashi coming in, putting it off the wall for himself. Cook's here going to get boost. He's like, you know what? I don't even care. You can score if you want. I haven't had boost in a long time. I just want boost, all right? And he gives the goal there to Pashi, who set himself up. So great play by Pashi. Cook's here opt in for boost instead.
Yep, absolutely. 30 seconds left in the match. Nice aerial touch by Mike Rules, and Cookster puts it in for the 7-2.
Yeah, so you can see Mike getting an awesome pass yet again. I would love for our stats team to go and break this down. How many of the goals of FlipSid have been plays like that? Massive team passing plays. It seems like the majority, and that really is uncommon. A lot of times those are highlight goals of the match, but FlipSid making it look like commonplace with how many times they've done it today. And oh my goodness, if that would have gone in. Yeah, these guys are playing incredibly out of their mind right now.
Absolutely. Siki's going to try to dribble here to get another one for Crown and Jewels on the board. Pashi 90 knocking it off the crossbar, but Micro's getting the save. And this is going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. FlipSid Tactics, they take back the crown. They are, again, the #1 team in Europe.
Yeah, that's going to be it. They have cemented their spot in tremendous fashion. 7-2. Look at that. 7 assists from every single goal for FlipSid was assisted, and they had 13 shots. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that is the single game shot record. I don't know, but 13 shots is insane. FlipSid played out of their mind and killed it. I can't believe, I honestly think, Pash, we're going to have to make a top 20 goals. Otherwise, the top 5 will be just from this series.
Yeah, probably. Or we just make multiple top 5 videos. One just for this series, and then maybe another one just for this series, and one for all the remaining games. This series certainly not disappointing. Congratulations already to FlipSid Tactics. I don't think anyone will dispute that #1 spot that they will likely get in the coming power rankings. Let's see if Crown and Jewels can turn it into a 3-2, or if they will actually get taken down 4-1 here by FlipSid.
Absolutely. Yeah, but our stats team on me like a rabid dog on a steak, saying Cosmic had 17 shots last week in a game. So it is not the single game shot record, but still very impressive. So we've got it. Final game 5, FlipSid Tactics taking the majority of games in the series with 3, now looking to 4-1 Crown and Jewels, which was unheard of. We'll see if they can pull it off here. Already looking phenomenal as we go into game 5.
Yeah, I would have thought that the only undefeated team in the league would get smashed 7-2.
Yeah,
I certainly didn't.
There's some people wondering, why are we still playing? Go check it out. We actually do 5-game series. No matter what, you're guaranteed 5 games. It makes it a lot more interesting to watch and a lot more fun.
An early goal from FlipSid Tactics.
Mike Rules just waiting, prowling. You can see Cooks, preventing the clear, which he so often does. Markey puts that out into the mid, and Mike just going to clear that one up, putting up FlipSid 1-0 in just 20 seconds in. But again, yes, we play 5 games no matter what. It's great. We can follow the stats, get a lot of great games to watch. So that's why we are continuing on. And FlipSid,
Yeezy with the chance.
There we go, Yeezy responds. So there we go with Pashi. How did that happen?
Well, take a look at that. Pashi sets it up for him. Off the rebound. Nobody is back home for FlipSid, so Yeezy has no problem just barrel rolling that ball into the net, evening the game back up 1-1.
Yeah, so right now we've got it all tied up, and both these teams trying to claim, a little bit of reputation here. 2-3 looks a lot better than a 4-1, so Crown really wanted to take this one.
White shot from Mike Rolls onto the orange side of the field. Ball draws close. See Cookster setting it up onto the orange side again. Siki with the clear, but unfortunately Marky Duda and Cookster were in position. We see a pretty heavy clear game coming out here from Crown and Jewels. They certainly want to keep the ball away from their own half. They do want to get that 3-2 shot by Pashy, and he sneaks it in.
Oh my goodness, look at this play. You can see Pashy coming up from the aerial. Mike tries to go for the clear. Yeezy blocks it. Pashy up, hits it down, and then comes right back on it after the deflection from Marky and puts it in. So really great how that worked out. Don't know if that one was planned. That would have required a lot of prediction, but great play there by Pashy nonetheless, even making that opportunity. And now
what
Crown
a cheeky shot there. Oh, so close. Bouncing off the crossbar. Crown and Jewels now showing up here. But unfortunately, it's a bit too late to save their position in the power rankings. Still, they can at least keep their stats from dropping down too far. Certainly would be nice to have a 10-3 in there instead of a 10-1. We see a shot coming in from FlipSid Tactics here as Cookster tries to get it in. Siki is in position for the save. Doesn't quite manage to gather control of the ball in the corner there. Bit of a messy situation for both teams. In the end, they are able to get it out of the immediate danger. Cookster wants to get it back in immediate danger. The clear from Crown and Jewels are certainly quite notable. They are putting a lot more focus on defensive play right now. As Siki gets the ball hit there. Pashy in the middle of the field. Siki is going to try to pass it back. Nobody in the center, though. A bit of miscommunication coming in from Crown and Jewels. Easy now setting it up for Pashy, who gets the shot off. Gets blocked, though, by Cookster with a nice clear. Easy setting it up again for Siki. Bounces off the backboard. Will Pashy be there in time? No, he will not. Was just coming back from getting boost. So he did not have the positioning, unfortunately. Still, Crown and Jewels still in the lead right now.
Absolutely. You can see the pass into the mid from Siki, getting turned away there by Mike. And now Mike rules with an open net, putting that one in. That one was a freebie, a big mistake here in the corner by Yeezy. You can see he wish he has that one back. Went up on the wall, it just goes right over him, and Mike says, thank you very much. I'm going to turn this one in for a free goal and ties it up 2-2.
Yep. That is the equalizer right there, just about halftime. Mark Duda winning out the kickoff here in the center of the field. The ball goes up into the air in front of the FlipSid Tactics goal. We're going to see Jeezy trying to convert that shot. Mike Rose knocking it across the goal. Not really able to capitalize, and this might be an opportunity for FlipSid to take the lead here. Marky Duda getting the bounce off. And
all
Pashy
90.
Out. They're all out indeed. Mike Rose going to knock it off the backboard here again. Cookster going to redirect this one in. Here comes Marky Duda with the shot, and it will go in. FlipSid take the lead once more.
Yeah, just chaos on the defensive side as FlipSid yet again does their patented pressure offense, and Marky comes up off the backboard pass, putting it in, and now FlipSid leading 3-2, looking stellar, still trying to get this 4-1 against Crown and Jewels, which would be a huge result because there's really no one else in the EU scene that could get that kind of stat line on the league leader for EU, Crown and Jewels.
Nope, absolutely not. It would sure be one hell of a statement here from FlipSid Tactics. Easy getting the block there. That ball actually looked like it was curved a little bit. Not quite sure how he managed to do that. Cookster trying to keep the ball on the blue side, on the orange side of the field, of course. Mike Rose with the aerial shots, going to bounce off the wall. Pashy not getting the touch, a bit too sharp on the angle, but Marky Duda is going to bounce it in for the 4-2.
Yeah, Marky scoring yet again here. Mike with a big hit there, lots of power, and gets the double tap off the wall, screwing up the defensive attempt there by Crown and Jewels, putting that one right out in front of the net for Marky, who just punches that one in. Great play by Mike, making that play happen.
Yep, indeed. So that's another big lead here for FlipSid Tactics, and the 4-1 is looming on the horizon here for Crown and Jewels. Again, an unexpected result for sure. I think most people would have expected this game to be a lot closer. Micro is getting another shot off. Pashy positioning himself with a save that was not too complicated for him. He's going to try to dribble the ball past, trying to take control here, but Cookster is going to get the touch, and again, Crown and Jewels leaving their goal empty uncharacteristically often tonight, and FlipSid certainly made use of that quite often. Pashy 90 now back in control of the ball. Is going to try to double tap this one in, but Cookster in place for the save. Every time they pull off plays like these, the defensive wall from FlipSid Tactics is just unbreakable.
Oh, Yeezy trying to do a setup here, but all players back for FlipSid, waiting to break out on the counterattack right now. Time is ticking, and time is running out for Crown and Jewels.
Yeah, 40 seconds for 2 goals. Not impossible, but also certainly pretty difficult to pull off, especially when stuff like this happen. Cookser, again with the opportunity for the 7. Gonna knock it onto Micros. Luckily, Siki was there in time to get the clear. But with every passing second, the game just gets out of reach for Crown and Jewels further and further. We are now at 20 seconds. I think this is actually going to be the 4-1. Cookser with a shot. Pesci saving it. And as we draw close, as the game draws to a close, I think nobody will deny that giving the number 1 spot to Crown and Jewels was perhaps still unwarranted.
Well, definitely not unwarranted. They deserved it based on their scores, but for sure, FlipSid, struggling. They did drop some games to some teams that they arguably shouldn't have. Crown and Jewels has been killing it, coming in undefeated, but really not disappointing at all. FlipSid, it just goes to show you that when FlipSid really wants to turn it on and take their game to the next level, they are deadly. Because Crown and Jewels is an amazing team. They rightfully deserved a number 1 spot this week, but FlipSid came out playing with a little bit of a chip on their shoulder and came out swinging and really punished Crown and Jewels. And now they are undoubtedly taking that crown back. Thank you for keeping it warm. FlipSid puts it right back on their own heads as they are undoubtedly the number 1 team after that incredible 4-1 win against Crown and Jewels.